afternoon. Here I am in quarantine in my laundry room, and I'm going to do some stenciling on my little ironing board thing. It's got its little ironing board. It's really cool. I think this house was built in 79, 80 is when it was built. So it was, you know, everything was really golden oak and all this stuff, but it'll be this whole thing right here. And so I'm going to do some vines first. Let's see. So all I'm doing, like I said, is entertaining myself during quarantine. Got my little dog in the laundry room in her bed, and yeah, that's it. And so I'm just playing with my paints, trying to be creative. So anyway, here we go. Let's start with here. Just tape it down a little bit, because all I'm going to do is, it doesn't have to be perfect, but all I'm doing is taking this is tree frog green in my little container. So we'll do a little tree frog on there. And I also got some palmetto, which is another green. So there we go. And then I got some little farmhouse green, which is the lighter green. So I'll show you all three colors. Hang on just a minute. We'll just put a little bit on each. Come on, farmhouse green, come out. There we go. So I don't know if you can really see these three colors because my lighting's so fabulous in here. So anyway, I've got makeup brushes from the dollar store. And because a lot of on the Dixie Belle colors, a lot of times you don't use all of these colors very often. So I put them in these little 8-ounce containers and they seal up so they keep them nice for me. And I can use them on craft projects. I don't have to use a lot. And then I don't have to keep opening up my jar back and forth. So it makes it nice. Okay, so we'll just start out with a little bit of, I think I'll start out with the palmetto right here. They each have their own little sponge. But we'll just, take a little bit off on and then just kind of rub it into your plate. Because a little bit goes a long way. And this is Midnight Sky that's on here already. So now I'll just put some leaves. So then I just start, going into the leaves, doing my design. So hopefully you guys are keeping entertained during quarantine. But creating helps me, but doing stuff like this I'm not used to, so I feel very stressed. So I'm socializing from a distance. And I'm loving all the funnies everybody's putting on Facebook. That keeps me entertained. Let's see, my husband's out there working on our table from the dining room because it was pretty rickety antique table, so he's making it so it's not quite so falling apart anymore. So I just put that little bit of, I put some palmetto. Now I'll put a little bit of tree frog green in some of the other areas. And I'm okay with it's not perfect because I can go back in there with a little paintbrush and, pop it up and make it look good. I don't think playing has to be perfect. It can be, just what it is, playing. So that's what I'm doing. And the good part about it is if I mess it up, this is just chalk paint and I can go right back over it. So, I don't know. I'm not going to stress myself out because I do that so easily anyway. I come back with a little bit more of the and you can go over a little bit on the like some of the darker colors, even with the lighter, just so it gives it a different look. So the first layer is kind of put down. I need to put some go along the line there. Okay, so it's not really perfect, which is fine. I don't know if you can really see that. Let me see if I can bring you a little closer. So it doesn't need to be perfect, but you have your first little thing laid down. So I'm going to continue. Let me see if I can. I don't have an actual fantabulous setup when it comes to my let's see, when it comes to doing videos, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So anyway, we'll keep going, keep having fun. And seriously though, what are you guys working on? Is it, you know, something, I'm gonna put a little bit, one more little piece of tape here. This I'm just trying to entertain. Like I said, I made that the other day, and I'm just trying to make it my own. A lot of times I do everything, I think, for the store, that I forget to actually do things for myself. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'll go about my business on this, and then we'll go from there, and I'll come back when I'm gonna do some of my, maybe some of the flowers. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is what I did as far as the let me see if I can get this to come down a little bit. Well, I don't know. I'm not smart enough. But anyway, so I did up there. So I'll bring my camera over here. So I did up there. You know, like I said, I will do different, you know, later on. And then I did down here. Show you that. Sure, my chair is rattling everywhere. So so that's my greenery that I started. And, you know, just the first step. Everything's not, it doesn't always have to be the way it's going to be. So this is how it's going to start, but not, you know, how the ending, you just got to play with it and have fun with it. So I did the 3 colors here, and I ended up using these 3 stencils just to give me some different looks. So I used this one here that I have. I don't know if you can really see that, you know, that one there. And then I used this leaf one here. And then I used just this from one of my border stencils. I used this one here. So you just play with it, and then I will, you know, add some more stuff as I want, you know, to give it some highlights. So now I'm going to put some flowers on there. So let's see what I have. This one's kind of a fun little, just little flower stencil to put some stuff in. And then I have, because I'm doing, you know, a lot of the yellows in here, and yellows and greens and whites, I was going to do these little tulips kind of down, coming around there, coming out of there. So I don't know, we'll see. So we'll play with some flowers right now. I like these little guys too. So I don't know if you can really see that. And they look pretty in the yellows. So there's that. So I'm just going to start and move my little sponges to a different area. And I'll get more sponges for the other colors. As you can tell, I'm just so totally prepared to do videos. Most of the time I'm okay with just showing my hands, but not doing the rest. And you know, one of the things I do want to share is, like I said, we're quarantined, we're doing this, is that our fellow humans need all the favorable energy that we can give them right now, the prayers, the thoughts, everything, so that our nation heals. Our world heals, not just our nation, our world heals. So for me, just doing what I love puts love out into the world and loving that. So I try and get quiet every day and do my prayers for our world. So I think the more of us that do that, the better, maybe hopefully the faster the healing will come. So we'll see. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. In my own weird self that I am. Alright, so I'm going to do some of these little fun little flowers here. And I'm going to do I think I'll do a little lucky lavender. And of course some daisy in there for the little ones. That's daisy. And let's do some peony. This one's peony. Ooh, that came out fast. And then I'll put a little, maybe a little amethyst in there for some dark. We'll see. We'll play with it. So I'm too chicken to go live, because then I can't edit it. And I don't want to hear myself talk that much. And I'm talking a lot right now. So let's do, we'll see. Do the little flowers. So what are you guys working on right now? Anything exciting, or are you like on some of my other days where I just can't do anything? I just don't know what to do. I feel lost. So again, this helps me in my feeling lost. Let's see. And I'm sure now I'm going to paint a little bit on my dryer. Let's go with some lucky lavender. Cover up where I put an alley, a mess up. Now I can go back and do the highlights of what I'm going to do in the colors, but for now, we'll just play with it. Let's put one of these fun little, well, let me do these 2 colors so I can get them done. There's that. And this. do this other little baby one in amethyst. There, the amethyst doesn't show up very well, but I think it will once I highlight it. I'll put one over here too. It is such a pretty color, but yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's bright enough, so I might have to highlight it with something else. Okay, so now let's put some little yellow flowers in there. I have these two. Let's put these flowers in there. Those are kind of pretty. That's from one of my Tim Holtz stickers, or stencils. I think I'll do a little, maybe a little red one in there, or let's see. So we'll do a little honky tonk red. So I don't know what to ramble on about. As I watch people with their videos, they ramble on, but I don't know. It'll be, I think it's just fun to see other people's creative processes and see how they work different. Maybe their mind works a little different than yours. And so it's fun to watch how their, I don't know, their visions, I guess you want to call it, come together. I don't know about my vision right now. I don't know if I really have a vision, but I do have where I love this, and I'm liking working with my stencils. And to me, the Dixie Belle is easy because it dries fast. I don't have to worry about, you know, smearing. It doesn't, you know, as soon as it takes so little time to dry that you can come back with another stencil and go over it. So that's what I like, and it doesn't make it so whatever. So I'm liking how that little bit looks, and then I'm going to bring in some of my yellow. I couldn't just do yellow and white. I like colors too much. So we'll bring in just a little bit of the yellow. With this little sprig of, we'll just do one little, let's do one up there. So just kind of right there, and I'm going to cover that so I don't go too far with it. So I do like that. Gives a little brightness, you know, brighten it up. And I think I'll put a couple of them coming this way. Then I'm going to bring a little bit of the green. A little bit of the green in there to kind of make the branch go in there. So it looks like they're coming from somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to continue on doing some flowers and playing with how I want the rest of that design to look, and then I will be back. Maybe. It's me again. Okay. So I decided to plant some words in with my flowers. right there, which I thought was kind of fun, and then I'll highlight them. But I found this butterfly, or not butterfly, dragonfly, and I thought that was it would be pretty to do on there. It's got some flowers too, and then I can make some of the greenery go up there. So I'm gonna, I don't know, play with it and see, do some colors. So I'm gonna start out with some purples out here on the edges. Right there, some purples. And then I'll go in with some lavenders next and kind of try and blend that a little bit. Maybe go like that. And do a little bit of my baby wipe and kind of blend it a little bit right there. So it blends into it. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what it's gonna look like under there. And whether it's good or bad, we'll see. A little bit of the purple, the lucky lavender right there. Oops, I didn't do any purple on this one. I gotta do that one with some lucky lavender and then put the purple in there. See if I can, like I said, blend it a little bit. Down into the purple. We'll see. We'll see right there. Let's do a little peony. Go back with my little blending tool, which isn't really a blending tool, but so then I'm going to go back in there with that. And go back with the purple in the middle. Sorry about that noise, sorry. And then we'll go back in with the purple at the ends. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how that looks. And then I'm going to do, I think I'll do a little so I'm going to do a little yellow flower over here. A little bit of yellow there. Maybe a little red. And let's see what I want to do up on that one. I think I'm going to do a little, let's see what that looks like. Oh. Little vintage duck egg. see how we like that. And then on down there, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some, oh, that might kind of look good with a little bit of gilding wax in there. I'll have to wait and see. So, let's see what this all blended. Okay, I like a little blending of that. I mean, it's not really blended, but I like the colors did melt together a little bit with using the baby wipe. You can see how they kind of did melt together. Kind of fun. I'll have to see what I'm going to do the tail in and what flowers I want to put up there. So, okay, I shall be back. And I'm back. Okay, so off camera, I finished all of my flowers and my greenery because, you know, it would have been a 2-hour video. So anyway, here is what I did. So I finished, here, I'm gonna raise this up and go right here. I finished with everything right there on my dragonfly. Right here, I put some of my Finnabair waxes. So I did like the pink and I did a little bit of blue there to give it, you know, just a little shimmer. And then I finished there. So what I did is I put, you know, highlights, and I just went back and I did, I went back and I did the different, I don't know, what do you want to say, different, you know, highlights on the leaves. I added second coats to some of these and put centers and did little highlights on there too, you know, on these leaves here, made some, you know, made some little swirls and put it all together, and I like how it finished. Because I originally, for my laundry room, I was going to do mostly just green and yellow, but I couldn't. I had to go with a little bit of color on this. It was kind of fun to do. So today, I'm going to finish it off with gator hide, and then it will be all done. So I just have my gator hide right here. And sometimes gator hide's hard to do on black. So if I kind of see streaks happening, then I'll stipple it and see if that works. I learned that when I went to the Dixie Belle retailer. So, let's see, I have my brush. And I like these little soft brushes because they don't leave really any lines. So I'm going to go up here and start at the top. So I'll move this. There, you get to just see me. Isn't that exciting? So we'll start off at the top here. Just a little bit on my brush because I'm going to do thin coats. So I already have gator hide on the buttercream part of it. So I'm just going to do, like I said, little light coats. My first coat is, and I don't really go over it. I just go up and down. But if you miss a spot, don't, you know, because this gets pretty tacky pretty fast. Don't go worry about it. Just come, you can worry about that on your second coat. That's what I did on my other one. So, again, gator hide can be kind of funny with darker colors. Oh, little scratch here. Again, I just go over right there, make sure I don't have any drips at the very beginning, and then I can come back and fix it when it's, when we come back to it. So it's going to have that shimmer to it, but it also means I can clean it. You know, not with any harsh chemicals or anything, but it means I can clean it. It'll be water resistant. It'll, you know, it beads up. You know, if water gets on it, you can wipe it off, which makes it nice. I want to protect my little artwork that I did. So there we go. Let me bring this down here so you can see the shimmer already from this. Now I used like on my cabinets, on the cabinet doors, I did use my blue sponge because they're big areas. But this little, see, I can see where I missed right there, so I'll have to come back. Let me just see if I can, just right there. It's still wet, so I can go ahead and play with it. And like I said, I'm no expert when it comes to putting all this stuff on, but I am, you know, I've done it for outdoors, I've done it on my other projects, so it's, I haven't ever had any issue with it. I did it on, we did a bench that was black, and we did it on the bench, and we didn't have any issues with that either. So, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's, I have, like I said, I've had good luck with Gatorade, so I haven't had really any issues with it. But when I was at the workshop, the Dixie Belle workshop, I took the class from AJ, AJ's Vintage, and she showed us how to do stippling with the blue brush, and I love the effect of that too. So if this doesn't end up looking like I want it to, then I will do some stippling on it. That has a little bit of too much right there, so all I'm doing is taking off the places that I feel like has too much from my first coat. So there we go. I'm gonna finish my, let it dry, and then I'll be back for the finish. Alrighty, thanks. Okay, how's quarantine going for you guys? Okay, I'm gonna try that stippling. I've decided I'm gonna just give it a try on this. Whatever, it's my house. I can, you know, try it out. So this is just slightly damp, not a lot, just slightly damp. And so I have my Gatorade in here, in my little bowl, and I'm gonna, let's see, I'll put a little bit more, and I'm gonna try the stippling out. So here we go. Let's see. I don't think I want to put that much on there, so let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna like that. So it's just different. I had too much on there, so I'm trying to kind of take a little bit off. That way I don't have to worry about if it's a perfect finish. So I think that's good there. Okay. Get a little bit more. This little noisy thing here. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm liking it. Okay, good. Right there. Huh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's sit down a little bit here and bring it down. Soft on some of it. Right there, you can see my round. I don't want to see my round, so I'm going to be softer, a little bit softer. With my noisy cabinet here. Okay. hard part on this that I think is a little bit of an issue is my sides. So I can get my second coat on my side right there. And then I'll go back to my little stippling. Yeah, I like that. I'm liking that. Like I'm not feeling like I have to worry so much about my full coverage. Okay, maybe a little bit more in there. It's always fun to try something new. And try new, be a guinea pig on my own stuff. There's that. Corners. Huh. Yeah, I think that's gonna dry really good. Let's see. So when I did my laundry room, I just went slightly over a 32 ounce, and I had 13 cabinets. And then this one, as you can see, I did, you know, the Midnight Sky in the middle, but I thought that was pretty good for 13 cabinets. I went just a little bit over a 32 ounce, but I had to do 3 coats in the middle of the, up there, cabinets, in the middle of the cabinets, because you could kind of see. So I had to do 3 coats on that, but not bad. I was ready for that to be over, let me tell you. Okay, now, it's kind of hard to see if I'm getting, because my lighting is so fabulous, because I'm, you know, a camera person here. So I did 3 coats on that, and then it's taken me not quite 16 ounce of gator hide. I've used it on all my cabinets. This, and so I still have a little bit left. So that's, and I did 2 coats of gator hide on my other cabinets. So this gives it good coverage. I like this. I guess I give it that stippling. I want to get any areas that look like they're maybe flowing down. I don't know, dripping. Did I put too much? No, but I do like how that's looking, and I feel like I got good coverage. That was a little drippy right there. Yeah, I like that. Pretty good coverage of, let's see if I can go a little bit closer. You can see, you know, it's wet right now, so we'll have to wait and see when it dries, but yeah, I feel like that was pretty good. I'm gonna wipe a little bit of that gator hide down here that I see. And I got on my thing right there, but other than that, it's nice and sealed. I see a little area right here. There we go. There we go. A little area right here. not supposed to go back over this, but I still, it's fine. And right, a little bit on this. So right there. I just want to make sure everything's covered. Yep, I think that's the only place I missed. Everything else looks like it's at the edges. Maybe right here. So anyway, okay, Gatorite's done. It's finished, and then I will take a nice picture of it, close up, all done, and go on to my next quarantine project. All right, bye. Okay, so I'm all done. And I can see some spots where I probably should have stippled differently, or I should have done a little bit different. But I'm happy with it. And my dog won't be quiet because she's barking at the gardener. Because she has to protect me at all times. She's very busy. Alrighty, so let me turn the camera around. Can I do that? Huh, I don't know if I can do that. Let me look. Well, there's my mess on my dryer. Maybe not, so I guess we'll just do it this way. So here's my, starts at that end and we go up. And you can see the shimmer, and you can probably see some of the spots in which I missed. But I think it turned out pretty cool. I like it. I'm happy with it. And I'll have to figure out another fun project like this. Alrighty, thank you. And I'll see you on the next project. Okay, so I did the other side of the camera, see if it made a better picture. But I think it's pretty good coverage. Alrighty.